everyone, this is Doxy Mom and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, if you hit that little red subscribe button, you can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Indy and I are here today to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Now, Pastor David, he had some explosive information yesterday. Now that he is saying that his sources, and I'll leave a link to his video, they are saying that RBG is alive, but on life support. So one says she's alive, and the other one says that she's on life support. But this is basically what 17 told us, right, back in post 2653, where he said, what off-market drugs are being provided to RBG in order to sustain minimum daily function? Then he said, what is the real medical diagnosis of RBG? Well, Pastor David said that it's all coming out soon, but it does need to come out slowly so people can digest it. He also said that the Chinese do not know how to deal with our president. He says in the past they've just paid people off, like Dianne Feinstein, John Kerry, and Joe Biden, allegedly. But, by doing this, these are acts of treason and sedition. And just, he also reminded us again that there's going to be at least 30 people that will go down for treason and probably be put to death. So, the information's got to come out slow. We just have to be patient. We have to continue to pray that North Korea, China, and Iran will all come back to the negotiating table and make a deal with President Trump, because Trump wants everybody to be successful. He's successful. He wants everybody to be successful. Now, he's going to put America first, but, he knows how to help these other countries get out and away from the deep state and be free like we're going to be. Now, yesterday also, Mark Taylor went on Chris McDonald's show, and he was again talking about the corruption in the big churches and how things are going back to home churches. And I had mentioned this in an earlier video about that maybe somebody hearing my voice out there right now is being called to start one of these home groups. And I'm going to be leaving the link. It's OmegaKingdomMinistries.org. down in the description. But guys, God's just put it on my heart to mention this again, because I believe that there's someone out there who God is calling to start one of these home church groups. So, we just never know when we're going to be called to change directions in our lives. So I just want to encourage you, if you feel like you're being led to lead a home group, then go to this Omega Kingdom Ministries, and I think there's a phone number there you can call. The training is free. So just wanted to throw that back out there for you. Now, Trump recently told reporters that he wants everybody to come to Washington, D.C. on July the 4th. He is saying that he's going to be there. Now, he's going to have new tanks that they're going to be out there on display. They're going to have a special flyover by the fighter jets and a huge fireworks display. And President Trump is saying that he's going to be in Washington and that he'll be giving a speech. Now, I kind of thought he might be going to South Dakota, since they're starting back their firework display for the first time in 10 years. And that park ranger, he said that they were having a lot of security meetings and that he had heard that someone would be appearing that everyone thought had died. Well, we all know who that is. So apparently Trump is going to be in D.C. To celebrate the huge birthday party for America. Now, it's supposed to be a big surprise coming. Guys, I don't know what that surprise will be. Some say it's going to be Junior. Some say it's going to be the announcement of the gold standard coming back. I just don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see what the president says. But I do love a good surprise, don't you? So we'll wait and see. Now, General Jack Keane was on Fox Business, and I'll leave a link, But he's reporting that Iran has gone to the Europeans looking for help. Apparently, these sanctions that President Trump has put on Iran, it has hurt them where it counts, in the pocketbook. So, the Europeans, they need to step up and join with their allies, the United States, to continue to isolate Iran, and hopefully Iran will come to Trump's negotiating table. So guys, we have to pray that the White Hats will take control of Iran, and we have to pray that they do not build a nuclear weapon. We do not want that to happen. And then in the interview, they moved on to North Korea, where President Trump took those beautiful 17 steps into North Korea, being the first president to ever do that. And now General Keane, he went on to say that, now at Kim Jong-un, he was happy that day, but back when they were at the Hanoi summit, well, when the deal didn't get done, he was not very happy. So, President Trump has restarted the talks with Chairman Kim. Now, the U.S. needs to see a true step towards disarmament from North Korea. We wanted them to give us everything, and then we'd help North Korea. Well, Kim, if he can't trust President Trump, he didn't want to take that route. So now they're moving to a step-by-step process. They'll give us something, we'll give them something in return. This builds trust. So just pray for peace, and that North Korea and the United States, we can get all this settled out, and they can be prosperous again. Now on July 1st, President Trump signed that bill that's going to deliver $4.6 billion, with a B, for humanitarian aid to help out at the border. Now, we just need to pass a bill for border security and to fix the loopholes in the immigration laws. Come on, Congress. Now, thank goodness that Mexico, now they've stepped up to the plate and they're helping the United States out. And they knew that President Trump, he was serious about those tariffs. So thank you, Mexico, for helping us out. Now, I wanted to bring you a tweet from Rona McDaniel, and she says, 6 million jobs since President Trump was elected. Lowest unemployment since 1969. 10 months of wage growth above 3%. Hispanic, African American, Asian, unemployment hit record lows. This is what an America First agenda looks like. Well, I totally agree, and I just wanted to share this just in case anybody needed to be reminded. Isn't it wonderful that things are going in the right direction? And for all my friends out there who are tuning in from other countries, you just be patient. Things will improve, because after President Trump drains our swamp, he'll go over and drain y'all's swamp too. So let's just all remember, guys, Jesus says in the Bible in John 14:1, do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me. So we don't have to worry. It's going to happen. Now, Andrew McCarthy at Andrew C. McCarthy, he tweeted this out. Do you think you're not allowed to call terrorist unless Big Brother designates them as such? Antifa is terrorist. Terrorist, terrorist, terrorist. See how easy? Well, guys, he's absolutely right. Now, remember that I had reported that Ted Cruz had called on federal law enforcement to bring legal action against Ted Wheeler for having the police stand down against the Antifa attacks in Portland. Well, the Gateway Pundit, they just reported, and I'll leave a link, that Mayor Ted tweeted to Senator Cruz and claimed that he never gave the stand down order. But that's not what the Portland police are saying. The Portland police president, Daryl Turner, told the local KATU News that the mayor told the police to stand down. Imagine that. Ted lied. Well, guys, now I could be completely wrong. I'm wrong sometimes, guys. I'm just human and I make mistakes just like everybody else. But I have a feeling that Mr. Wheeler, he won't be mayor of Portland for much longer. and he shouldn't be. Elected officials are supposed to protect their citizens no matter what their beliefs are. So we got to continue to pray for Andy No. You know, he had a brain bleed after the attack when he went to the hospital, and then continue to pray for Adam Kelly. He's the one that had those terrible head wounds that had to get the staples in, and we need to continue to pray for him. And then there was another man I heard, John Bloom. He had head wounds as well after allegedly being beaten by a crowbar. So we got to keep these guys in our prayers, because that's just awful. Now, Colin Kaepernick. Isn't he the gift that just keeps on giving? I'm sure you all remember, he was that football player that took a knee during the national anthem and then got others doing that same disrespectful act. There's a time and a place for everything. If you want to protest, protest, but do it on your own time. When people just want to forget about politics and problems, and they just want to turn on the game and just be entertained for a couple of hours, they don't want to see your political protests going on. Anyway, Colin is now a spokesman for Nike. And Nike was going to put out a shoe with the Betsy Ross flag on it. Wasn't that going to be nice? Well, Colin stopped all that. Allegedly calling the patriotic shoe offensive. So Colin first caused the NFL to lose millions of dollars because people just quit watching and going to the games because of all the kneeling. And now apparently he's costing Nike. Not only did about half the country stop buying Nike because they signed Colin back whenever they did that, but Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, he announced that the state of Arizona would be withdrawing financial incentives for Nike to come to Arizona because the company dropped the patriotic shoe. Now, Ducey went on to say, and I quote, "Arizona's economy is doing just fine without Nike. We don't suck up to companies that consciously denigrate our nation's history," end quote. But I'll leave a link to the Daily Wire for that. And you know what? Good for you, Arizona, because this political correctness mess has just gotten way out of hand. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, I'm Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.